Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the class of strategic management. Okay. So welcome to the class. Although it's late today, but no worries at all. So in the last class, we discussed what is strategic management. Yes. And in today's class, we are going to start with nature and scope of strategic management. Yes. So what is strategic management? Let's have a quick recap of the same. Very good evening to one and all once again. Okay. May I know what is strategic management? Okay, we have answers. It's a plan. Very good. So strategy is a plan. Correct? Great. It's how you implement the plan, how it goes well. Then after that, what we do the evaluation. Yes. Then evaluation is being done. Now, let's understand what is the nature and scope of strategic management. Okay. It acts as a roadmap, okay, for each and every organization, that how you want to go ahead, how you want to think that this situation is going to be, how you want to take your organization further. Yes. How? For example, how it sets a roadmap. Now, for example, Apple wanted to shift its base to India. So they must have a roadmap for the same. They saw that how people are mad for Apple, we can say that, or how people are crazy for Apple. So what they saw, that we can start our own production house over here. Yes. So it acts as what? It acts as a roadmap. Clear? Also, it helps us to understand what are the trends going to be. We have to follow all these trends. It also ensures that the firms are prepared what is going to be in the future. Basically, when I talk about strategic management, we are talking about planning, we are talking about evaluating, and also we are talking about predicting things in the future. So nature and scope goes one by one. It tells us, okay, how we are going to handle the corporate decisions better with the help of the plans, okay, and what are going to be our strategies. It also helps us to facilitate growth, objectives, and strategies. It helps us to utilize the best resources which we are having with us. Now, when I talk about innovation, okay, when I talk about innovation, what we are doing over here, see, we are not hiring any extra HR, okay, or any assets. We are looking for the innovation in the same resources, okay, as well as with the same human power. Now, what do you think? Samsung, they came with a bang. So what they did? They just worked upon their strategies. They worked upon how innovative they can be. Okay. So you have to utilize all your resources and your human resources within the organization and come with the new products. Okay. Also, it's provide the best possible fit for your organization, which is going to give you what? Which is going to give you profits. So best thing is what over here? The thing which is going to give you profits is the best fit for you, isn't it? It draws both intuition and logic. It helps you to build a better competitive advantage and core competencies over the others. So also it helps us to shape us better, okay, in the good future management. Now let's take some examples of the same, okay. First one is what? Effective planning. Planning should be how? It should be effective. How should be your planning? Or what things you should keep in mind when you are planning things? Come on, be quick. what things you have to keep in mind when we talk or when I'm talking about planning. Yes. Pros, very good, Shivani. Objective, advantages, disadvantages, how I'm going to achieve my goals. Very good, Chandrasekhar. Very good, Dimple. Great. Budget, product, yes, Divyansh. So these are certain things, very well said by you all, we have to keep in mind. Also, we have to keep in mind what competition is, okay? What is the demand of the customer? Yes, you have to think about the risk. Also, we have to think what are the internal and external factors, okay, such as customer demand, competition, market conditions, and resource constraints. All these things play a very important role when we talk about strategic management as well as effective planning. Now also this plan of action, it helps what? It helps the organizations to maximize their resources and achieve the goals which they are looking for. Then we are going to talk about resource allocation. See, strategic management is all about how you are allocating all your resources to get the best results. Okay. See, some units are having their own strategic business units. Some are having, within the same management, you have to make strategies. So good manager is the one who will make sure my goals are being met. Okay. My plan is working with the help of what? With the help of the current resources. So that is what a proper strategy is. Now, risk management, very important. Okay. Everything involves what? Risks. Even you all follow IPL? Yes, you all follow IPL? Or do you know about Indian Premier League? Cricket? No? Okay. Okay. Yes, yes. Okay, so people who don't know about IPL, it's basically Indian Premier League where different states of India, they play cricket. Okay. Kolkata Knight Riders, Chennai Super Kings and all these, yes, T20 pattern is there. So who was the owner behind it? Yes, Mr. Modi. Not our Prime Minister. But whom? No Tata. Mr. Lalit Modi. Correct. He was the person behind IPL. Now, what he did, he took the risk of starting IPL into India. What he did, he took the risk. Okay. Everyone is understanding. See, when you bring any new thing into the market, you are taking risk. He thought if it works, well and good. If it doesn't work, he's going to lose a lot of money and he'll sit at home. But if it works, he is playing into money. Although after that, certain circumstances happened which were not in favor of him, but he came up with a very, innovative plan with the available resources. Cricketers were available. Yes. People were hired. People were ready to hire their own team. Okay. Then stadiums were available for the IPL T20. So it created jobs for everyone. It created a scenario for everyone. Also, the cricket boomed like anything all over the world. He took the risk, and that risk is what today? Is that a risk failure or a big success? What it is? Yes, is that success? Very good, everyone. So you understood with all resources were available, yes or no? Yes. Great. He just played with strategies. Okay. And he took a risk. Clear, everyone, now? that how strategic management involves understanding and managing risks and how they are associated with your business and good business decisions. Very good. Also, it helps you to identify potential risks, to develop strategies to minimize those, and also create contingency plans. Then also, what is goal setting? Strategic management involves what? It involves setting realistic and achievable goals, which helps you to ensure activities. That's how organization have to look, what are going to be their desired outcomes and what we want to achieve. Then is your organizational alignment, okay? It helps you to align all your parts of the organization towards the same objective, okay? Yes. What it is? Organizational alignment. Now, what are the 4 main departments of an organization? Yes, what are the 4 main departments of an organization? Okay, thank you for the water break. Manufacturing, production. 4 main are finance, HR, supply chain, marketing. HR, marketing, finance, manufacturing. Great. Yes. So, what strategic management or what strategy helps you to do? It helps the organization to align all these 4 departments for the better results. Very good, everyone. Everyone has answered very well. Good. Great. Okay. Yes, Chandrasekhar, there was a question, okay, which came in between, that what is contingency? Okay. Contingency means what you are predicting for the future. Okay. Or what your plans can be for the future. Clear? By knowing the situation. Clear, Divyansh? Clear, Chandrasekhar? Okay. You should be knowing about the future. Basically, you have to predict about it when I talk about contingencies. Then effective communication. See, a very important part of strategic management is communication. When you communicate well, you get good results. Okay. When you don't communicate good, you are not going to get the results which you are looking for. A very simple example is, okay, so if the communication won't be clear, let's take our example. If I am teaching you, if I am not telling you well, if I am not communicating you well with the help of the examples, what will happen? Will you be able to understand? No, isn't it? If I'll talk to you well, I'll explain you well, will tell you good examples, then you will understand better. Yes, that's what effective communication is. Same in the organizations. You have to make sure as a manager or as the team leader, it's your purpose or it's your responsibility to communicate your vision, objectives, strategies to your stakeholders. Okay? And each and every one person is working on the same goals. Then comes monitoring and evaluation. Very important. You have to monitor regularly what's happening, how my goals are progressing. Okay, I'll explain. Don't worry. यहाँ पे मैं कहना चाह रही हूँ कि जो स्ट्रेटेजिक मैनेजमेंट है, okay, what is going to happen over there? उसमें हमें ध्यान देना है कि प्रॉपर मैनेजमेंट कैसे हो रही है, हम अपने स्ट्रैटेजीज को कैसे यूज कर रहे हैं, जो हमारे पास रिसोर्सेज, मतलब जो भी मशीन्स या जो भी ह्यूमन पावर हमारे पास अवेलेबल है, उसको और हमारी पूरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को अलाइन करते हुए हम ऑब्जेक्टिव्स की तरफ कैसे काम कर रहे हैं। ठीक है सुषमा? इन द सेंस, हम अपने गोल्स की तरफ कैसे काम कर रहे हैं, और ये हमारा दायित्व बनता है एज एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कि हम अपने विजन को, हम अपने ऑब्जेक्टिव्स को और हम अपने गोल्स को स्टेक होल्डर्स को कैसे बता रहे हैं, और वो सब इसकी तरफ कैसे काम कर रहे हैं। और फिर जब हम अपने गोल्स और अपने ऑब्जेक्टिव्स बता देते हैं, देन वी हैव टू मेक श्योर हाउ वी आर मॉनिटरिंग इट। मॉनिटर मतलब हम उस पे ध्यान देना है और फिर बाद में उसका इवैल्यूएशन करना है। ठीक है? क्लियर? Great. Now, what do you think are the advantages of nature of strategic management? Now it's your call to tell me the advantages of the nature of strategic management. स्टेक होल्डर्स वो होते हैं जिनका हमारी कंपनी में स्टेक होता है। ओके, नाउ अब स्टेक क्या हुआ? स्टेक होल्डर्स, कम ऑन। जिनका हमारी कंपनी में शेयर होता है या जो हमारी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में इंटरेस्ट दिखाते हैं किसी प्रोजेक्ट को लेकर या किसी बिजनेस को लेकर। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इन्फोसिस में मैं जा रही हूँ, HDFC बैंक जा रहा है कि प्लीज आप हमारा एक सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलप कर दीजिए। ओके, तो HDFC इन्फोसिस का क्या हो गया? स्टेक होल्डर। ठीक है, क्लियर? Okay. Yes. Now let's get back to what are the advantages of the nature of strategic management? What should be the advantages of the same? Yes. Very good. Come on, be quick. Helps to achieve goals. Yes. Competitive examples. Identify strengths and weaknesses for better. Helps to achieve goals. Great. Clear planning. Yes. Risk management. Good. Now, nature is what? It's a process basically where a company defines its objectives and develops plans, actions, and also as well as resources to achieve them. That's how you are going to achieve these resources. Okay. It involves what? What is the current state of my company, which you have to analyze it. We also set long-term goals over here and so on. Now, what it helps us to do? It helps us to create effective and efficient organization structure. Yes. It helps to identify the strengths and weaknesses of their organization. It also, yes, great. It tells us what is strength, what is weakness, what are the opportunities. It also involves what? That how the coordination between the departments is, okay? How all the divisions are aligned together and working towards a proper goal. It also encourages innovation as well as the creativity, how innovative you can be, how creative you are. If you go in the organizations, okay, if we talk about clothing groups, okay, clothes, every day innovation is coming. Every day you need new products. So you have to be very, very creative. Now, brands like Shopper Stop, Lifestyle, Varroa Moda. Then if you go at Delhi's Chandni Chowk, every day new fashion comes in. And still the shops are running very well. Why? Because everyone is looking for something creative. Isn't it? So it helps you to encourage innovation and creativity. As I told you, strategic management or strategies helps small scale business to run better. Also, it's a continuous process. ये एक continuous process है जो मेक श्योर करता है कि ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस इंप्रूव होती रहें और वो अच्छे से अडाप्ट हो किनको चेंजिंग कंडीशंस को. द मोर यू अडाप्ट द कंडीशंस, द मोर यू आर गोइंग टू बी सक्सेसफुल इन योर लाइफ. Yes, there are limitations also. So it's after this, okay, be ready for your vision, okay. So it's the process of managing the organization's resources, okay, to achieve its goals in an effective and in an efficient manner. Also, you are basically, unpredictable towards what? The environment. How the environment is going to be, how you have to work towards it, and how it tells us the things are going to be. Then also time constraints. Strategic plans can be implemented, but a certain timeline is there, which helps you to make it difficult, okay, sometimes to achieve the desired results. Then sometimes it, in strategies, you kind to miss or ignore stakeholders. Why? Because you are working towards your strategy, but you are not looking towards stakeholders, what they want, okay, which leads to the negative outcomes. Then short-term focus. Now, organizations are basically, they are working towards a mission, okay, instead of long-term objectives or vision, which limits their success. Now, let's discuss screen. Importance of strategic management. So we'll quickly go through it. It helps you to establish a direction towards, profit, towards gaining success, towards running into a long-term organization. Okay. Also, it helps you to align all your resources together for the better results. Okay. Now, what do you think? Companies like Tata, Reliance, they just came up or they started with huge factories in the starting only? No. Now, Tata's started from Jamshedpur and today they are in all over India. Reliance started in Gujarat. Now they are having the factories all over India. So you have to start. When you start, then slowly you start aligning your resources. Okay. Also, it helps you to achieve a proper competitive advantage over the others. The edge which you have to get over the others comes from a good strategic management. Okay. It also helps you to improve the performance of an organization by evaluating, by getting the feedbacks, by working upon it on regular basis. और स्ट्रेटेजिक मैनेजमेंट हमें एनकरेज करता है कि हम इनोवेशन करें. जितना हम इनोवेशन करेंगे, जितना हम नया प्रोडक्ट लाएंगे मार्केट में, उतना ही वो ज्यादा हमारे लिए बेनिफिशियल होगा. देन द लास्ट पार्ट इज कम्युनिकेशन. जितना आप अच्छे से अपने प्रोडक्ट के बारे में लोगों को बताएंगे, ये किसी भी तरीके से हो सकता है. इट कैन बी थ्रू एडवर्टीजमेंट, इट कैन बी थ्रू लीफलेट्स, सोशल मीडिया, XYZ. So it is going to grow. Clear? Now, this is the theoretical part of it. Now, let's come to the business policy. Before we come to the business policy, can you please tell me? Strange. किसी ने की है, किसी ने पढ़ा था कि विजन क्या होता है, मिशन क्या होता है? Okay, great. So Divyansh is saying he read about a company, okay, whose mission is to digitalize the Indian SMB. Great. Anyone amongst you want to try? Yes, Sanjay, go ahead. Yes, mission is short form, that I know. Mission छोटे वक्त थोड़े वक्त के लिए होता है, बट मैंने आपको बोला था किसी 5 कंपनीज का मिशन और विजन पढ़ना. सी इट्स नॉट फॉर मी, इट्स बेसिकली फॉर यू. जब आप किसी कंपनीज के बारे में पढ़ेंगे तो आपको पता लगेगा कि वो स्ट्रैटेजी कैसे यूज करते हैं, इजंट इट? सो इट विल हेल्प यू टू अंडरस्टैंड थिंग्स बेटर. यस संजय, प्लीज लिस्ट योर मिशन एंड विजन. Sale vision, okay. From Rathin I got. Now what's the vision of sale? To be a respected world-class steel company. Very good. Mode of transaction. Please name the company. जैसे इन्होंने बताया sale. Zara get their very good. Zara का mission और vision है like Akash Institute. Great. Okay, good. Some of you, कुछ लोगों ने पढ़ा है. Very good. Well done. Okay. सी शर्नवी, मिशन होता है कि हम अगले 15 दिन में या अगले महीने में मेरा टारगेट क्या है, ओके. और विजन होता है कि अगले 15 साल में मैं कहाँ होंगी. ओके. सैमसंग विजन इंस्पायर द वर्ल्ड, क्रिएट द फ्यूचर. विजन इज लॉन्ग लाइक टाटा ट्रस्ट. वेरी गुड. यस, करेक्ट. Slowly, everyone is searching on the Google and answers are coming. Very good, Sagar. Great. Okay. Disney to make people happy. ठीक है, very good. Very good, Ratin. Yes, good, everyone. Okay. Yeah, Ratin, I trust you. Okay, NHAI. Very good, Abhijit. Good. Okay. So, now very good, everyone. Now my next question is, when you read about mission and vision of these companies, okay, Credo, Zara, NHAI, Tata, yes, to name some, क्या इंफॉर्मेशन मिला आपको और इनके बारे में? कुछ समझ आया कि कैसे स्ट्रैटेजी हेल्प करती है, या कुछ नया पॉइंट मिला? लाइक व्हाई आई गिव यू एग्जांपल्स, because I keep on reading about it. Only that's why I can give you examples, right? Isn't it? So the more you read, more you are going to understand. Okay. बढ़ते हैं आगे. Definition of business policy. हाँ जी, सबका अपना USP होता है. That how they align strategies to achieve their goals. Good. Now, business policy, what it defines? It defines scope or spheres within which the decisions are being taken by the subordinates in the organization. What it is? That how it defines the scope or spheres within. Now, the decisions here are taken by the subordinates in an organization. Okay. When you are making any business policy, it also permits what? It permits lower level management to deal with the problems, issues, okay, without consulting the top level management every time for decisions. Now I'll explain you what exactly it is. I'll give you the example of course, Nestle. Now, what we are talking here about, okay, subordinates means sales officer, executive officers, key account officers, like managerial and the level. one level ahead of it, one level below of it. I'll give you a very live example of myself, okay? Have you heard about Tata Star Bazaar? टाटा का स्टार बाजार सुना है सबने? स्टार बाजार, यस, ओके, ग्रेट, अच्छी बात है. नहीं नहीं, स्टार बाजार, इट्स वन ऑफ द ह्यूज शोरूम वाज एट अंधेरी वेस्ट. ओके, नाउ there I had to purchase a gondola, okay, for Nescafe. Now, okay, you used to visit. Great. They were saying, okay, I will buy or will give Nestle this gondola for 50K. Okay. Yeah, different from D-Mart and V-Mart. D-Mart's concept is totally different. V-Mart concept is totally different. Now, let me tell you the example that I have to buy a gondola worth 50K, okay, to keep my coffee over there. But in return, I am saying I want 10 lakh ka sales of coffee. Okay, what I am saying कि मुझे बदले में 10 लाख का कॉफी का सेल चाहिए. ठीक है, मैं आपको 50,000 रुपया देती हूँ, प्लस जो मार्जिन रहता है कॉफी का जो भी है आपको आ रहा है. ठीक है, डन. बट आई वॉन्ट द इंक्रीज इन द सेल्स बाय 10 लाख. तो ये बिजनेस मैंने अपने लेवल पे किया. ओके, तो व्हाट्स दैट? अ बिजनेस पॉलिसी विच इज हैंडल्ड बाय द subordinates. Here, we don't need CEOs of the organization. We manage this policy at area sales manager level and key accounts officer manager level. Clear? कि business policies कैसे बनाई जाती हैं इस लेवल पर? Everyone, अगर कोई क्वेश्चन है तो प्लीज पूछ लीजिए. सबको अच्छे से क्लियर हुआ? बेसिकली जब हम बिजनेस पॉलिसी की बात करते हैं तब हम बात करते हैं कि हमारे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के जो गोल्स हैं कैसे अचीव होंगे, हमारा मिशन कैसे अचीव होगा, कंपनी को कैसे प्रॉफिट मिलेगा एंड सो. बट इट हैज इट्स ओन गाइडलाइंस, ओके, which are developed by the organizations according to their own actions. Also, it is the study of the roles and responsibilities. ओके, टॉप लेवल मैनेजमेंट को इसके बारे में पता होता है. ओके, दे शुड नो व्हाट इट इज बिकॉज इट शुडंट अफेक्ट द ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल सक्सेस. ओके, नाउ व्हाट आर द फीचर्स ऑफ द बिजनेस पॉलिसी? An effective business policy should have the features like it should be specific, it should be definite. If it is uncertain, okay, the implementation will never happen. It shouldn't be ambiguous, like policy must be unambiguous. It should be clear. Whatever you are stating to a particular person, it should be written clearly. It should be mentioned clearly so that there are no, what to say, there are no misunderstandings. Okay, then it should be reliable. Yes, the policies which are made by the subordinates, which are followed by them, should be uniform. Okay, and it should be efficient. It should be appropriate so that we are working towards the organizational goal. It should be simple. It should be easily understood by everyone into the organizations. It should have a wider scope and it should also be comprehensive. Then we speak about flexibility, that it should be flexible in operation and in the application. Also, it shouldn't apply that what a policy is, how it should be altered, and what should be the scope of it. Then it should be stable. Very important. There shouldn't be any uncertainty in the minds of the employees. It should be stable, it should be properly done, and it should be under the guidance of your manager. Clear? Business policy clear. Now let's understand what is the difference between policy and strategy. Okay, क्या difference होता है? चलो आप लोग बताएंगे. You guys tell me, what is the difference between the policy and the strategy? Policy means rules, okay? Oh, kind of same that it's a rule, it's a plan, it is flexible, it is inflexible, planning. Very good, everyone. It means you all have understood better. Very good, very good. So the term policy, it shouldn't be considered as a synonymous to the term strategy. It means they are not the same, but we can summarize them as follows. So what it is? It's a blueprint of the organizational activities. It is repetitive. It is routine in nature. Also, yes, great. It is concerned with the organizational decisions, okay, which you haven't faced them. Policy formulation is the responsibility of the here's top level management. Over here means at the managerial level, okay. While strategy formulation, it can be done at the middle level as well as the top level. Policy deals with, routine daily activities, whereas strategy deals with strategic decisions. Policy is concerned with both thoughts and actions. Strategy is concerned mostly with actions. Policy is what is or what is not done. Strategy, it's a methodology, how to achieve a policy. Okay. Now, what is the scope of a business policy? When I talk about scope, I am talking about it should cover all the aspects of the business. Okay. It also includes functions, what is the responsibility of the employees, how you have to look towards the determination of the future, how you involve a choice of purpose, how you have to define your needs, and how an organization can achieve its goals. Yes, great, Abhijit. Good. Now, is business policy important? Come on. Is business policy important? Okay. So policies are the key for success of any business. Yes, Sushma, are you understanding? Yes, very good, Sushma. Very good. Thank you. So policies are what? These are basically the key for success for any business. Also, it offers great management, okay? If we are prescribing a policy with clarity. They also helps us to take decision. Yes, very good. Within a given boundary. The managers act without the need for consulting their senior managers, okay? Because it helps you to then minimize the time spent on any policy. And also here, what we are doing, we are looking for a close supervision. By taking certain decisions in your area, in your territory, it helps you to do what? It helps you to build a confidence. Now, what happens, okay, when I am telling you that when I closed that deal of coffee with Tata Trent, okay, what happened? It gave me a confidence and I also work towards it that I get those sales. Although 10 to nahi hua, but 9 hua, which was also a great achievement for Nescafe. Okay, but it gave me what? It gave me a motivation towards it. There are so many examples. Jo hum dheere dheere, I'll share it with you that how you have to work. If I was demanding 10, okay, I reached on 9, isn't it? Which is a great thing. earlier business 5 का हो रहा था. If I asked for a 50K space from them, what I am improving? I am improving my business by 4 lakhs. Yes. So this is how things work. You have to take the decisions. You have to take your own policies, okay? With the help of your manager level. Yes. So all these things play a very important role. Now, what are the importance of business policies? This we have done. So it is all theoretical control. You have to be a good communicator. There should be a clarity of the policies. Policies should be well drafted in the statements. There shouldn't be no confusion or miscommunication, okay? Also, you should set the decisions, how you are consistent or what is the best interest of the organization, and so on. Motivation should be there, policy review, and so on. So policies should have a good motivation, okay? Policy review should always be done by the managers so that if the existing policies are not doing well, you can come up with the new policies. It should be economical and efficient for each and every employee to use them. Then proper coordination and efforts. Delegation means किसी को delegate करना authorities को. I am delegating this authority to you. Okay, my manager is delegating an authority to you to handle this account. Okay, clear? Then high morale, it helps you. A well-crafted policy raises the overall morale of an enterprise. Okay, so this is what business policy is. Now, very important part of your chapter, strategical decision making. How to use strategy to take decisions. Okay? Yes, कैसे करना है? Now, managers. Every year, each organization makes so many policies. Yes, so many decisions to do what? Why we take significant business decisions? To improve sales and figures. Yes. Why we take decisions? To increase the profit. Yes. Growth of the company. Very good. Very good. Yes, Sushma. क्यों हम खूब सारे decisions लेते हैं हर साल? See, Ratin, I totally agree with you, but that is, that is by the university guideline that I can't do that. Okay, but still, I'll try to do that. Okay, in the next class, I'll definitely see that the answers which are given by everyone and the answers are very good, very nice, okay, and very interesting, which will help you to learn things better. I totally agree with you. So we'll work upon it in the next class. Okay. Yes, to reach the target, to attract investors. Yes, for the future growth. Very good, everyone. To improve the revenue. Yes. What is... Lenovo, I'll do that in the last 5 minutes, please. Right now, why you have to take the pictures of the slides? Everything is available on the LMS. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Now, one approach to this kind of choices is how it is done by taking good strategic decisions. हम प्रॉफिट्स कैसे लाएंगे, फ्यूचर कैसे होगा, ग्रोथ कैसे होगा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का, हाउ एवरीथिंग विल बी कंसिडर्ड गुड बाय यूजिंग द गुड स्ट्रेटेजिकल डिसीजंस. This method of making decisions important helps us to make sure that how organization is, how decisions are being taken basis on your mission, vision, and objectives. Now let's come to my the homework part. Okay, मैंने किस लिए बोला था होमवर्क करो, कि कैसे ये मिशन विजन बनता है और इनको पाने के लिए क्या डिसीजंस लेते हैं हम. ओके, नाउ these are certain examples. Okay, certain decisions are choices which are made, or how a company considers its mission, its strategic objectives, and so on. It is very important for a company to use strategic decision making. Okay. For example, when I am entering into the market, okay, or exiting, we always have to introduce a new product. Whether you are entering, whether you are exiting the market, what you have to do, you have to enter a new product. How? Have you heard about the brand Lakme? Lakme is an entity of Tata. ये पता है सबको? पता है, okay. नहीं, okay. ये it is an entity of Tata, okay, which was taken over by Sir Ratan Tata's mother, okay. Then she was handling West Side and Lakme. Okay, great. So she made sure that Lakme, it was, brown in color earlier, it was not doing well. So she wanted to exit from the market. But when she exited from the market, she came with what? She came with a new brand, Lakme. Now, Lakme is what? It is the face of the woman. She hired Kareena Kapoor to promote it. Yes? Clear? Are you understanding my point? अगर एक लैक्मे का एग्जिट हुआ तो एक बढ़िया लैक्मे का एंट्री हुआ मार्केट में विद द हेल्प ऑफ टाटाज. ओके, इनोवेशन किया गया, इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया लैक्मे को. 9 to 5 product of Lakme did wonders for Lakme. Okay, yes, very good Shivani, with new strategies, with innovation. Okay, they changed their packaging, they came up with 9 to 5 products for the office goers. Okay, they targeted whom? They targeted people or the females who are going to what? Who are going to the office. Clear? Now, so example is clear. So this Lakme ka. Good. Now, why or what is strategic decision making? When I talk about strategic decision making, it refers to when a business basis is on shorter term decisions, okay, or on the long term mission for what? For the direction of the organization. Here again, what we are doing, we are looking for the direction. This method can be, using small quantifiable goals which contribute to the overall decision making of an organization. So when you take strategic decisions, you have to see what success of an organization will be. Okay, for instance, you have to keep budget, structure, and potential risk in mind. Now, successful strategic decision is usually what? It's a collaborative process. It involves what? It involves a leadership team, even team members, company employees, where you depend upon the context. Okay. So let's stop over here. Then in the next class, we'll discuss what are the advantages of strategic decision making. Okay. So the questions for the day. Now, please kindly take the pictures. Homework for the next class. Will you do it? Yes. Okay. Great. So the question is, I just told you about Lakme. Yes. How it came back with innovation. Name only, I'm asking you only 2 companies who came back with a bang and they are now enjoying a good market share. Okay. Clear, everyone? Okay, I'm moving the slide ahead. Okay, good. Next question, please. There was a question last time. Yes, someone asked me differences between the two things. So, yes, last time someone asked me the difference between the two things. Is the student present? I'm sorry, I can't recall the name. Fine, clear, enough? Yes, मैं समराइज करती हूँ. ओके, आज हमने क्या पढ़ा? आज हमने पढ़ा कि स्कोप क्या है स्ट्रेटेजिक मैनेजमेंट का. ओके, what is the nature, what is the scope, and why it is important. नहीं, मैंने ये क्वेश्चन पूछा है डिम्पल कि जैसे लेक में ओके वो एक तरह से मार्केट में से जा रहा था, बट Madam Tata bought it. Okay, it's the entity of Tata, and it came back with a bang. 9 to 5 p.m. for office goers and so on. Okay, तो इससे क्या हुआ? They enjoyed it. Now it is enjoying a good market share. तो जब exit होने के बाद जब आप entry करते हो market में, ऐसे दो products का नाम बताओ कि जब अब वो कैसा कर रहे हैं. उनमें से एक लेक में है. ओके, फिर हमने पढ़ा कि कैसे हमने मिशन विजन की तरफ काम करना है. Then we saw what is business policy. Yes, business policy is basically handled by the employees, subordinates, and the managers. Okay, it is at the middle level management, and they can take their own decisions when they are standing into the market, when they are standing with the distributor or in any organization. And what is the importance of business policy? Okay, how the business policy should be? It should be clear, it should be communicative, it should be motivation. Okay, it should be full of motivation. It should be clear. Yes, it should be small, it should be managed by all, and so on. Then iPhone never went down, guys. Then we spoke on strategic decision making. Yes. So this is basically what we all did today. Yes, I can tell you the difference between mission and vision. Mission पहला difference है, mission short term के लिए होता है, vision long term के लिए होता है. अब पिछली बार मैंने एग्जांपल दिया था ताज का कि ताज का मिशन है कि ये महीने मुझे 5% ज्यादा प्रॉफिट कमाना है लास्ट महीने से. ठीक है, और आफ्टर 15 years I want at least 15 properties more in the Taj group. Clear? But how it happened ये बताना है आपने मुझे नेक्स्ट क्लास में. अभी मैं नाम नहीं लूंगी आपकी कंपनी का. ठीक है? ओके. यस, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन प्लीज. Best reference book, I think so LMS is fine, but you can read strategic management. Okay, there are different authors for the same. I'll find out the best for you. Actually, I understand strategic management by reading books on Sir Ratan Tata. Okay, I really admire him. Okay, that's why I read a lot on him. Okay, and how Sir used to make strategies and so on. So when I read on certain big influencers, not influencers, personalities, then you come to know what it is. Okay, so instead of reading on a book, it is not my advice, or I just suggest you कि books पढ़ने के बजाय अगर आप पर्सनालिटीज के बारे में बात करेंगे या उनके ऊपर पढ़ेंगे तो आपको ज्यादा समझेगा कि स्ट्रैटेजी क्या है, इसको यूज कैसे करना है लाइफ में. Okay, but still, I'll find the best book for you all in the next class. Is it fine? Because I told you my example. But जितना आप पढ़ेंगे उतना आपके लिए ज्यादा अच्छा होगा कि ये लोग स्ट्रैटेजीज कैसे बनाते थे. यस, Amazon कैसे बना, फेसबुक कैसे बना, isn't it? टाटास कैसे आया, रिलायंस कैसे आया, इन्फोसिस कैसे आया, IBM, डेल, HP, इन सब के बारे में अगर आप पढ़ेंगे तो यू विल get to know so many good things about it. Okay, so let's end the class over here. Okay.